Welcome to Be Feminine, where we uncover the hidden layers of the female mind through psychology, behavior, and emotional insight. If you ray a man who wants to understand women on a deeper level, you ray in the right place. Let's dive in. Every man has asked the question, what really makes a woman open up emotionally, deeply connect, or even fall in love? While every woman is unique, psychology reveals 7 subtle yet powerful emotional and psychological soft spots that most men overlook. When you understand them, you'll be able to build real emotional intimacy, attraction, and trust. At the top of the list is the need for emotional validation. It is not about always agreeing with her or complimenting her all the time. It is about making her feel seen, heard, and understood. Women are wired to respond emotionally first, then logically. When you validate her feelings, even with a simple "I get why you feel that way," it creates a deep sense of safety and connection. This isn't weakness in a negative way, it's a human need. But for many women, this emotional gap can be the make or break in a relationship. Most men don't realize that listening without trying to fix everything is gold. Another powerful insight is a woman's need for emotional curiosity. That means being asked the right questions that invite her to share who she really is. Not surface-level stuff, but things that trigger her dreams, memories, and values. Ask her what made her smile today. Ask her what scares her but also excites her. When you become the man who activates her inner world, she'll feel magnetically drawn to you. Why? Because very few people give her the space to express what's inside. And that makes you stand out emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Every strong, confident woman still longs for silent protection, the kind that isn't flashy or controlling, but quietly comforting. It's in the way you walk on the street side, how you reach for her hand without saying a word, how you make her feel safe in chaos. Women are biologically and emotionally wired to feel more secure when a man demonstrates grounded presence and protective instinct. It's not about muscles or dominance. It's about stability and quiet strength. You don't need to say it, she just needs to feel it. One of the most underestimated traits in attraction is pure presence. That means when she talks, you're there. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and energetically. No phone, no multitasking, no distracted nods. Women are incredibly tuned into energy. If she feels your attention drifting, even for a moment, her emotional walls start going up. When you give her undivided presence, even for 5 minutes, it tells her, you matter, you're enough, and you're safe with me. And nothing builds intimacy faster than that. Now, here's something a lot of men get wrong: leadership. Despite what modern narratives say, many women crave subtle, respectful leadership. That doesn't mean control or dominance. It means direction, confidence, emotional structure. A man who says, "I've got this," without needing to prove it. A man who knows where he is going and invites her into that space without begging for approval. When you lead with calm clarity, she feels relaxed in your presence. She doesn't have to be in charge all the time. She can soften. And that's where deep polarity begins. Most men give generic compliments like "you're pretty" or "you look nice." But deep praise? That's on another level. When you say things like "I love the way your mind works when you talk about your passions," or "you have this energy that calms me and I never knew I needed that," she feels something stir inside her. Because that kind of attention reaches her essence, not just her image. Women are constantly complimented for how they look, but rarely for who they are. When you go deeper, you become unforgettable. Lastly, one of the most universal female fears is being forgotten or emotionally abandoned. Even in strong, secure women, this fear often lingers silently. That's why small, consistent actions matter. The random text that says, "I saw this and thought of you," the voice note when she's stressed, the way you remember what she said 3 weeks ago and bring it up casually. These small things are actually massive. They tell her, "I haven't forgotten you. You're still on my mind," and for a woman's emotional system, that kind of reassurance is priceless. So now you know these 7 insights are not about weakness. They're about understanding. They're the keys to emotional safety, deep trust, and long-lasting attraction. When you recognize and honor them, not manipulate them, you'll become the kind of man who naturally draws in high-quality women, because you understand what most men ignore. If this helped you see things from a new angle, leave a comment with the one that surprised you the most. And remember, this is Be Feminine, where we decode female psychology for men who are ready to go deeper. Subscribe now and tap the bell so you never miss what she's really thinking. Until next time, stay curious.